While searching through online archives, I came across this picture. This picture led to other pictures. It led to maps. It led to location. It led to planning a trip to visit this amazing place in Clayoquot Sound. Today, Kent Falls is quiet. The forest has reclaimed almost everything, but over 130 years ago, this was one of the busiest industrial sites on the west coast of Vancouver Island. The story begins in the early 1890s when entrepreneur Thomas Earl recognized the incredible salmon runs returning to the Kennedy River every summer. He first established a small salmon saltery nearby before building the cannery in 1895. The location couldn't have been better. Every year, thousands of sockeye salmon gathered here before heading upstream to spawn. With just a few years, Kent Falls had grown into a bustling community complete with docks, workshops, bunkhouses, warehouses, and one of the most productive salmon canneries on the west coast. The cannery operated for nearly 40 years before finally closing in 1932, leaving behind little more than foundations, pilings, and hopefully a few forgotten pieces of history waiting to be found. Hi, on another adventure. Welcome to the Clayoquot Cannery. This cannery was in operation from 1895 until around 1940, so there should be some interesting things to find here. We will search along the beaches and try to get up inland and see what we can find as far as forgotten history and structures and little bits and pieces, and always our favorite, coins. So stick around. Another piece. Here's the first little pieces of stuff we found here. A piece of an insulator. Looks like a kind of like a lead ingot piece. Piece of lead. Another little kind of ingot, kind of the same as that. I've got a 87 signal, which could be a coin here, but I'm not sure. It could be a lot of things. Let's see what it is. It's a fairly common find. It's the end of a bullet. Little bullet piece. End of a bullet casing. Come and check it out, bud. Here it is. See it?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a quarter. Nice.
Right there. Oh yeah, she's a quarter, all right. Oh, she's wreathed. She's wreathed. For sure.
Oh, wow.
Man, the bugs.
1894, I think.
18. Yeah, it looks like.
What is that? 74? Something. 18.
91 maybe? Jordan and I are getting a little old. Our old eyes couldn't see that was actually an 1891 Canadian quarter. Yes. There she is.
You getting that in the screen?
I am getting that in the screen, man. That is awesome. Let's have a look at that. Let's get a close-up of this for you. $18.91. What do you got? What do you have?
Huh?
What is it?
Some type of seed or something. I don't know. I thought it was a rock, but it's super light.
Huh.
Kind of weird.
Totally weird.
Doesn't feel heavy enough for a rock.
No.
Must be some sort of seed.
We'll crack it open in a bit. Sasquatch egg. Is it glass? No idea? No idea. This whole stack right here is some sort of iron. Maybe the old boiler here at the cannery. There's another big glob of it right there. But this one is even turned into a little life source for some plants. So you can see right here in front of me, there's a old stone foundation with this cedar tree growing on it. And it runs straight down that way. And it runs across this way. It's a small building. The other corner is right here, coming up from the beach. And in this area, there's not a lot of signals. There's some more modern garbage in here. You can see people were camping in here. They built a pit toilet. That is the heart of the operation right here. That boiler. And there she lays. Wow, that's loud. The steam tubes. Hear that? Listen. You hear that sound? Yeah. It's like the clock for these for whoever's around here. Wow. Somebody's up in the woods there. Sounds like a kind of like a weird owl call. Kind of buzzing. Here's Relic Rock. These right here, I think these are solder. These are what they would have used to seal the tins. It's a nice little bottleneck. Jordan has a coin. Right over here. Oh yeah. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it? We had nickel. So the coin Jordan found turned out to be probably between 70s and probably 80s. 1980s. Wah, wah. Now I'm in the opposing bay, which is actually Cannery Bay. Let's see if we can see a bear or anything over there. Don't have the best zoom lens on this camera, but no, nobody. But down here, we do have some signs of people. So there's a nice chunk of a bowl right here. And then Over here you can see a very thick old bottle here. Smashed here at one point. It's the neck of it. We have a little kind of a teacup piece.
Find something good over there?
Just bottles and bits and pieces. Bowls, teacups. What else can we see? Piece of green glass. Thought I saw something else over here too. Maybe. Some more glass. This one says Victoria, BC. That one's safe enough to take. Glass there. Bowl. And up here we can see there's some pilings. And I think that that old flying outhouse would have been on this beach somewhere. But the beach could have been a lot different back then. Obviously there wasn't a lot of bush or anything like that, so yeah, I'll get back to you in the next interesting find.
Now what'd you find?
Oh, a little bale seal maybe. I don't know, it's small round lead. It has maybe an X something in it. Don't know. Had a pretty crummy signal right in here, which it's like in the mid-tone kind of 50s. And if you know what that is, I was just hoping that the center would be square, and I think it is. I think that's a big cash coin, Chinese cash coin. I'm pretty sure it is. Wow. Just need to get some water here to wash it off. We can wash it off here. Oh, it definitely is. It's a square hole in the middle. Definitely a big cash coin. Definitely. See this the smooth rim around the edge.
Take it. It is a Chinese coin?
Yep, it is.
What was it ringing up?
Like 50?
60?
50 something? Still got a lot of degrubbing to do.
Big.
Yeah, it's huge.
Never seen one that big.
You got a little pipe end there.
I think that's a button or a screen. Oops.
I think it's a little maybe a pipe screen or something.
Oh, there wouldn't have been pipe screens back
Turn around so I can see it in the light. Oh yeah, they were. Yeah, interesting.
Clad quarter?
Clad quarter.
Yeah.
Modern quarter. And that little. Yeah, and this guy.
But yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's almost like
somewhat
like a knife blade almost. Cool.
Go clean that thing
No,
up.
I'm gonna go clean it off. Okay, I'm gonna clean it up and I'll show you in a minute. Well, I think I'm gonna have to clean it up a little better later, but that's all I can do here. But you'd have the 4 characters around this side here. I think I can almost see them. And the mint would be on the back. So I climbed underneath all these roots here, trying to get some original beech. And haven't found any more metal pieces, but did find the most complete old bottle I've found so far. No markings on it, looks like. Here's the neck, nice old neck. Definitely the same bottle. See another piece of a bottle over here. Pretty tight up in there, can't really see, but cool to see this old glass. And I did just find this too, I guess I should show you. It's a piece of Chinese porcelain. We have the rain. You can see over there, the rain is coming in on us. Here's something that I find fairly often, but you might find this interesting. It's a suspender clasp, but it's in very bad shape, obviously. Broken. These are the little bits of it. They would have had a piece of wire that would have gone through that little bit there. This is another part of it. And sometimes they'll have the name. You might be able to see right on there some writing. That would be the name of the company that made the clasp. It's coming through. That's the best part of it anyways. Extra heave. I think that's what that says. Or ultra. Extra heave suspender clasp. Cool. You can see the rain is just holding off. We're just on the edge of it. This is the next beach over. And right in there is at the creek. Right in there is the creek that the cannery was also named after, Ken Falls Creek. Let's have a closer look. See if we can't see a bear or something. So I'm having quite a day. Oh, right out of this little hole right here. Right there. I just flipped out a 1 dime. I haven't looked and seen the date. Oh, I can see it right there. It's an 1800s barber dime. Okay, let's give her a little wash here. So there's the 1 dime side. There's 1 dime. It's an 18. Let me see. 1893 maybe? I'll get a close up here for you. I think it's 1893. There we have an 1893 barber dime. Wow. Jordan doesn't know yet. So I'm just working along the front of this structure right here. And my first signal here was a pocket watch piece from the cannery. Someone that worked here used this watch. They were probably the last person to touch it. You can't see this from the shore at all, but here's a big burner here. How much old garbage people have put in there over the years, but look at that. It's all grown over now. Some other garbage in here from the kayaker cruise, or whoever's been in here, campers, leaving their trash. Anyways, it's pretty thick. There is another beautiful salmon berry. And I'll eat that with my dirty hand. Mmm. It's like a frickin' bear highway, bud.
Hey?
It's like a bear highway. It's found a nice iron ring right down here. So we're trying to get into from that bay. We're working our way over to the other bay, and we found a kind of a what might have been a road at one time. Going through here, a beautiful west coast forest. Nest.
Found an old fishing lure or something.
Oh yeah. Cool. There's a wasp nest right in the stump here. Watch out. I can't tell if it's active or not, but it's there. I've never seen a spoon like that, have you?
No.
Probably 2 metals. That's pretty cool. That's totally unique. Sure, that's old. Nice. So we just came around the point and started walking this other beach, and there's a ton of broken glass and bits and pieces of things. But so far, I found a weedy, so this could be a little bit newer. Right now I'm standing on what was once a stove right here on the beach, and might be able to get a model off of this thing. Maybe not, but see all the stove parts all strewn around here, and then my favorite square bottles, not embossed, but lots of finer china all smashed along here with little prints. A little tree on that one. This one's like maybe a grape motif here. Unfortunately, the wind really picked up and my audio got kind of messed on a couple clips. So I've done some bad dubbing for you, and I've been able to fix the other clips using some AI. So I think we're done here. Hopefully you can hear me. I have my new mic, but my wind just picked up. Here's my new mic. You can see it there. Hopefully it fixed the wind problem. Anyhow, Jordan and I are on our way out. we'll look at what we found here on the table. The relic rock is underwater now. Anyhow, we found some history and reached out and touched some things that people haven't touched for over 100 years, which is pretty cool to be here and think about the people that used to work here and to live here and find the things that they lost. We even were able to find a bit of Chinese history over in the other bay. So that was a successful trip. I'm pretty happy. Unfortunately, Jordan isn't as happy as I am, but he deserves to lose once in a while. So I'll go over what we found. There's a lot here on the table. This is Jordan's both finds. He didn't really get on anything super old, which is weird for him. He usually finds at least some good old stuff, but he got a bunch of pennies and a quarter, I think, but nothing super old. He did get this massive copper nugget, which is probably like 2 ounces or something. So probably worth $5 maybe. Anyways, these are all of our little odds and ends here. Lipstick container. I can say lipstick. That is bent over. Some old Chinese bowl. Weights. These weights are pretty old. We haven't seen this type here before. That's there's some flat pieces maybe here somewhere. Oh, I can't see them, but they would wrap them around the rope instead of the kinds that we usually find, which are like this one here that are just like pre-made, pre-cut. Yeah, these are some more of that older style. Jordan did get this cool spoon. The wind's okay. And a different kind of spoon. I think this is for lamp. And then bits and pieces of glass. This is the seal off of probably one of the old cans from the cannery. We found a whole bunch of these, which are the old salt soldering that they would use to seal the cans. These are them. Little chunk of glass, Victoria, BC. Jordan got this big chunk of some sort of jug, and some more soldering stuff here. This is weird. I think it's like creosote or something, but it's like just a black, really light thing. He thought it was some sort of seed, but probably I don't think so. Be a weird seed. We have my pocket watch, some lead, more bits and pieces of plates, and this one you saw with the grape kind of motif. And the wind's picking up, so I'll finish this off. We got what now we know is an 1891 quarter. We thought it was a 1901, but it's 1891. Oh, the wind's coming in hard. My 1893 dime, the Chinese cash coin, and a Wheatie, and my little suspender clippy thing, fun thing. So that's all the good stuff that we found here. And we have a bucket there, the bad stuff. Oh, it's in the boat. But, so we're cleaning up and finding treasure.